So here it is, April 12th, 2014. My docks are still here. These steps go to the river. I have two other steps going down there. I have a floating raft, and I have an observation platform that the state of Michigan District Court, at the behest of Bridgeport Township officials, have ordered removed. Now these are just a perfect example of the kind of recreational usage that is now being denied. Since 1860, the riparian laws in Michigan guaranteed landowners access to the river, use of the water to run the farm. You're free to tether a boat that you own halfway to the middle of the river. But mine is fitted nicely to the bank. I have the lowest impact, sturdy. These would pass any of the construction codes if they needed to. Sturdy, accessible. You can see this bank. You couldn't even climb up this bank, especially in the winter. You see here it is April 12th and we still have snow here. Now the state of Michigan has ordered all of this destroyed. As of March 29th, Judge Terry L. Clark of the 70th District Court of Saginaw, this is the state of Michigan, has ordered that if I don't destroy everything I've worked for here, that they're going to have a warrant for my arrest. So here it's been weeks that I call regularly to see if the warrant has been issued, and it has not. So it's terrorizing me, but I'm not going to destroy everything I've worked for. If they think that this is a terrible thing, a man enjoying fishing in his river, handicapped access, good government would say you need to be putting a safety rail on this. Bad government, what they did to me is a stop work. So that's a 20-foot drop that somebody could, because the government is blocking me from putting up the other safety rail. These other docks, they've stopped me from protecting my land, and you'll see over here where I've lost about 12 feet of bank, 12 feet of frontage, just eroded away because of their foolishness. I have a right to protect my land, but when I stand up for that right, the police haul me away like you saw on my birthday. So we'll go tour the other docks. I'll show you the barn. The barn also has been ordered off the land. We'll tour the grill, the bird feeder, the solar lights, the solar well. They want all of this removed, and since I'm not in compliance with those orders, plus about $7,000 in cash, then I'm in jail. So I'm telling the story now while people can see what I'm fighting for. This is a beautiful place we have here. For 20 years there was no economic development. So I've got it so my mom and I can come here and fish. So you can sit right here on the deck and watch a bobber. And these are the last chance to do that. I had a Winnebago here, so that's our bathroom or sanitation. You can fix a meal, so you can take a nap there. First aid, a place to get out of the weather, the generator, the tool storage. The state of Michigan ordered that taken off the land. 3 convictions. One Winnebago, brought it here once. 3 convictions. And now Judge Clark, part of his warrant was for the Winnebago that was removed after the first court ruling, the twin rulings, the double jeopardy. Already I complied with, and here comes Judge Terry L. Clark and the township convict me again, charged me $5 a day for over a year when it wasn't even there, and I'm going to jail. As soon as they sign the warrant, I'll be in jail. So I want people to know that this needs to be looked at. I'm not going to comply with an unlawful court order. So in June of 2011 was the first assault. I bought the property in October. We have had a rough winter here, and just as I'm thinking what to do with it, I planted some wildflowers out here by the road. And in June they came without my knowledge, without my consent, without a warrant. They came onto my property, they mowed the farm, shutting it down. If they threaten if I grow anything over 10 inches without their approval, they're going to come back again and again and again. So that shut down that part of the farm. So I'm still going to do the off-the-grid farm. We can't get reliable electric service here in Michigan where they have the consumer's power monopoly. So I'm learning how to power the farm with wind, with solar panels. I've got the solar well that the state of Michigan has ordered this to be taken out. I was getting ready to put in the new one, and the stop work order stopped me from putting in the more efficient pipe and finishing this, and now they've ordered it torn out. So here's the second solar thing. In addition to all of these solar lights, that the off-the-grid farm got put out of business. All of my solar lights, all of my solar powered equipment here is ordered off the land, along with all electronics are ordered off the land. So not only can I not have an off-the-grid farm, you can't farm without electric. They've taken me back to the days before the Amish here in Michigan. I can't use the best technology. I can't grow with the best bio-based crop lubricants here. All of the research has been shut down. So I'm thinking, well, I'll just can't do any work here with the stop work order since 2012. No work can be done. So I had this little barn dropped off here, Amish made, northern Michigan. This was what the Judge Jurens ordered me when he ordered the Winnebago off the land. He said, why don't you just get a storage barn? So I did, and now I'm ready to go to jail because I haven't removed this. So their plan is to throw me in jail, destroy my barn, or steal it because it's not with their permission. Well, our agriculture laws in this country guarantee that you can have a barn and anything you need to run a farm on the farm. So here they're going after just the very basis of the farm, denying me a safe, secure place to keep my equipment here. How small can you get? Agriculture buildings like barns are exempt from zoning approvals and extreme taxation. But even if they do go after me and apply residential rules, we're entitled to have a 200 square foot barn, or any kind of storage building, under 200 square feet. This is 196 square feet. So it's within the part that you don't need the code. Now they're also saying I'm violating Michigan building codes. But I have a barn half again this size at my other business, 300 square feet. I don't have any problem there. And they laughed when I asked if the Michigan building codes apply. They said, oh, this is just a storage building. But then the third count, 3 convictions on the barn that they want to throw me in jail for and destroy the barn. The third one was that I can't have any kind of a structure on my property because I don't live here. Now that about kills it for anybody who wants to buy property in Michigan because you're lured by the cheap price and the beauty of the place. There's a reason why it's so cheap and devalued, because you can't do anything here. One of the most fun parts of the traditions here are the barbecues. Come out here, family picnics, company picnics, any occasion, the good old Michigan barbecue. But these grills have been ordered off the land. Incredible, they're coming for my grills now. And they want my picnic tables gone. They want me to do nothing but pay taxes and shut up. Well, come on over here. Here's another dock. Here's some more solar lights. This is beautiful at night here. Bridgeport Township officials coming on my land without a warrant. At least 10 times they've been here on my property. Never will they come here and meet with me. It's not for about a discussion. It's just about they think they can come on my land anytime they want without my knowledge, without my consent, without a warrant. I think they'd be wrong about it, but they're also trying to regulate my raft. Tom Sawyer couldn't even make a go of it on this river with this township government. Here's my raft that they've ordered off the land, along with the deck. Here's one of the oldest trees in Michigan right here. This is the lumberman cut down just about everything. This is over 150 years old. I'm protecting it, but you can see it's only just about 3 feet from the drop-off. So the state of Michigan and Bridgeport taking the lead is stopping me from protecting this old relic from the erosion. In fact, they're looking to eliminate the Right to Farm Act in Michigan, just like they eliminated the provisions that made it possible to recall corrupt officials. So here's the observation platform, and I got a little deck down here. Handrail can't be fixed because of the stopped work order. I'm not free to repair, but you can see this survived the winter beautifully. Hand built, each and every stick fitted to the bank. I'm only about 10 feet out into the river, but you can see where the bank has been washing away here, and right over here is where I've lost the sizes of land as big as my truck have dropped off this bank into the river, silting it up forevermore. But the land, my land's gone. I should get a tax deduction. So you can see here, because they've stopped me from protecting my land, this huge piece of bank is just falling right off into the river. Look at this beautiful pine tree and the maple over there. And all of this bank, this is just eroding away, dropping away. And here is Bridgeport Township officials and the state of Michigan stopping me from protecting my land. So I'm losing trees left and right. Here, this is the one that's as big as my truck. I'm going to lose these 2 trees right here. This is the size of a small motor home that's dropped off. This all just dropping into the river. Here goes my frontage. Look at this tree here. And these trees over here, this has to stop. I need to get my riverbank that I paid for back. And they've got no business locking me up for protecting my land. You can see the scars on that tree there. That's where the ice was. So these the steps, they're all engineered to take that kind of a hit. And they should be copying what I've done here, publish it, and make it recommended best practices. I've survived 3 winters here of this kind of ice, extreme flooding, and these are built to last by Michigan boys. We are quite capable of doing this on our own without the government holding my hand or my needing to report to them every post I sink in the ground or all of that. So there's a warrant out there floating. I hope that they don't take me out like this, but that's really, this has to end right now. 2014, I'm fighting for my basic landowner rights. Politician in my neighborhood gave the nod. Now I'm not even free to leave the state of Michigan. It's going to be 6 weeks. On Tuesday, no charges have been filed against the armed thugs who took me out, abused me. They were going to tase me. My shoulder, you can see from the video that one skin-headed officer was just out to put a hurting on me, and he sure succeeded. 6 weeks. I need some therapy, but every time I move it, I think of them. And this is terrible, just like if a rape victim. Oh, we're not going to uphold the law there. The Open Meetings Act. Oh, yeah, that's old, you know. We don't do that anymore. Or the Freedom of Information Act. The township supervisor read again at the meeting the rules of conduct. 3 minutes only. You can't come back about the same thing twice. You can't talk about more than one thing. bollocks. This, until we get democracy back, Michigan isn't worth living in. The state of Michigan versus Mark Adams. That is Governor Rick Snyder. That is Attorney General Bill Schuette. And I'm putting that right in their court. 6 weeks is long enough. We know what they're made of. But when citizens just insist, look, here's the laws that have been broken. I took to the Michigan Constitution, deleted everything that wasn't, they were in compliance with, and was left with 3 pages of just outright violations of my human rights. So before they start jailing the rest of us, we need to just speak out about this. So stay tuned. It's hopefully I won't be in the bullpen this weekend.